One of the major challenges that people have when they're about to get into freelancing is usually determining which skill they should learn. Because there are some times that you can learn a skill, the opportunities there are not as much as you will want, or maybe there is a high barrier to entry, which means like maybe getting to the point where you have like maybe a long list of clients and all of those stuff are not easy. So in this video, I am going to be telling you at least 10 skills that are in high demand. These are skills that I see some of my clients actively hiring for, and then skills that I know that they will be in demand even in 2026, despite how advanced AI is at the moment, and skills that you can start learning now, and then they are guaranteed to help you make a lot of money in 2026. The first one is tech support. So many businesses, in as much as there are AI, there are AI tools, there are software, like and so many other things that they use in their business. Most times they need someone that can manage and automate stuff between those tools. They need you to learn tools like Zapier, Slack, Pably, GHL, ConvertKit. These are like email service platforms, funnel builders, tools that connect different software, and so many other tech tools that they use in their business. ManyChat, Airtable, there are so many software that different businesses use. And the tech stack that this business owner uses can be different from the tech stack that another business owner uses, but this is an in-demand skill. So if you can learn how these tech tools work, and you are able to be a tech support to these business owners and help them connect their tools together and their automation and all, there are a lot of opportunities waiting for you out there. And this can get you paid as high as 1,000 to maybe 3,000 and more dollars per month, depending on how efficient you are, how many skills you're knowledgeable about, and then, of course, the size of the company you're working for. The second one I'm going to be talking about is learning how to do outbound outreach. So this is more like cold outreach. When a business is trying to scale, they want to have more customers, they want to have more people using their products and all of that. So sometimes like they get email addresses and they get people's LinkedIn addresses, and then they reach out to them trying to book a call with them, sell them a software or whatever it is that they're selling. And most times they use tools like Clay, like Smart Lead, Instantly, Apollo, HubSpot, and so many other tools like that. And any tool that I'm calling here, you can always go online, research it, and see what it's all about. So if you are able to set up these systems, they call it GTM engineering, go to market tools. So these are more like how people gain market access in their industry and all of that using these tools. If you can learn how to use those tools to help them to generate leads and turn them into clients, they are currently in demand. And this particular area pays as high as seven to $10,000 per month. Of course, you may not start earning that outrightly when you are a beginner, but then on the long run, that is how much that people pay for this particular skill. And you are even much more valuable if you have other skills like email marketing, copywriting, and all of that to join to this particular skill. So that's a skill that is still in demand. The third one is video editing. Video is gaining more and more grounds now. Many people are beginning to do talking head videos and all of that because, I mean, with the AI content and all of that, there people want more human to human interaction, and many business owners are turning to videos. If you can edit videos using different tools, there is a huge demand for video editors. I know this because I have seen different video editors get more and more and more gigs even now with even AI video editing tools and all of that, because someone has to know how to use those. So video editing is still very much in demand. Then the fourth one is podcast management. If you are paying attention, you notice that much more business owners are launching podcasts, are starting podcasts, and all of that. So they need someone that would mostly help them, maybe reach out to potential guests, help them do the podcast description, help them distribute the podcast on different platforms, using software like Podbean, Buzzsprout, and all of that. So there is a demand for podcast managers. Maybe help them, maybe prepare the script, make sure that the podcast is posted weekly, and all of that. That is an in-demand skill. And in some cases, also edit the podcast, cut the audios, make reels out of the podcast. So for this role, you need to know how to manage some podcast software, how to edit videos, sometimes how to make basic graphic design for the thumbnails and all of that. So this is an in-demand skill. I think I've listed four so far. The fifth one is social media management. Organic reach is still doing very well because with the rising ad costs and so many things, more businesses are investing in their organic presence. Could be on Instagram, could be on LinkedIn, could be on Facebook, could be on X, could be on TikTok. If you're able to help them to know the posting times when they're audience are much more available, help them to distribute these videos on different platforms, know what works on which platforms, where to use text, where to use video, where to use reels, and all of that. It is still very much in demand. Engage with their community, respond to DMs. Social media management is very much in demand. And to excel in this role, if you are good at content marketing, it will give you an edge, and you will see people willing to pay you much more for managing even a single social media platform. Then the sixth skill I'm going to be talking about is admin assistant, virtual admin assistant. You are mostly helping them manage and run their business virtually, like run other team members, help them to manage projects, monitor their calendars, their sales calls, and so many things. So now, when it comes to this, what each business owners expect from you may differ, but this is very much in demand. Now, most remote roles can, in a way, qualify as a virtual assistant because you're assisting a business virtually. But then there is a position that people normally hire for looking for a virtual assistant, a virtual admin assistant in most cases. And it is a very in demand role. And you can get paid as in the range of $1,000 to $5,000 or even more, depending on your scope, the size of the company, and the expectations in the role. I think I've listed six so far. The seventh one is customer support. So most times businesses need someone to, like to monitor their customers, to respond to queries, to, see what challenges people are experiencing and all of that. And someone has to do that. When people send support tickets, when people reach out asking questions, oh, I bought this course, I'm not getting access, this, that. A customer support specialist is the one that responds to such inquiries, and then most times it can be a combined role. It can be a customer support specialist or a customer success specialist. It can be separate roles or it can be one, which means when people enroll or maybe when people purchase their software, someone that helps them to make sure that they are getting the most of what they paid for, whether it's a coaching program, whether it's a software, whether it's a course, whether it's an ebook, and all of that. So far, I have listed about seven skills that are high in demand in 2025, and they are still going to be high in demand in 2026 and beyond. Of course, we'll see how things goes. Then the eighth skill is funnel design, funnel building. Even with AI, so many business owners, especially busy business owners that are actively scaling, they need someone to help them build their funnels on different funnel builders like WordPress, GHL, Kajabi, Katra, System.io, and so many click funnels. There are so many of them out there right now. That's still very much in demand. If you can build a funnel, design the funnel so that people know where to land, where to go here from there, and help them automate their business and the sales process, you are still very much in demand. Then another skill that I am seeing that is still very much in demand is the ninth one is email marketing, or would I say email marketing management. You are helping them to write the emails and send out the emails. Most businesses, they are not just looking for someone to write the emails. Now they're looking for someone to write, send the emails, monitor the response, see the metrics, see what needs improvement. This will get you paid really well because email is still selling. And so many businesses that are actively scaling are still hiring email marketers or email marketing managers. Then another skill that is still in demand is copywriting. Yes, even with AI, so many business owners don't have the time to be playing around with AI tools. That is why they still hire a copywriter to take on that role for them. And this is not just prompting AI, this is about understanding human psychology, understanding buying psychology, knowing what makes people buy, knowing what makes people take action, and all of that. If you're doing this very well at a high level, because if it was that easy, everyone would be doing copy, but you need to know what will make people buy and be able to get them to buy. There is still demand. Now, there are so many other areas that are in high demand, but I'm going to make another video next time talking about all of those. Or maybe just for the purpose of this video, let me just add a few more couple. Appointment setting and high ticket sales closing is still in demand. It's something people are looking for, people to reach out, chat with people, help them to book calls and eventually close them. So that's one bonus one that I am giving you. And then in my next video, I will share much more opportunities. So have you heard about any of these before? Do you have any questions? Have you tried venturing into any of these roles, or are you actively in any of these roles? These are roles that can easily make you a minimum of $10,000 in 2026. So if you're still wondering what freelancing skill you can learn, you now know where to start. Let me know if you have any questions in the comment section, and I might just make a video answering your question. It's your turn to become a wealthy freelancer. Thank you for watching. And of course, just before I forget, if you're seeing me for the very first time, I am Farm Dr. Victoria, a pharmacist, copywriter, and launch strategist. Bye.